Yay! Yay! We're live. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm so sorry. You know how I am. This is, this is life. But at least the long wait was for this. What is this? A 40s look? This my little funeral look. Something that we're
Very
doing.
avant-garde.
Avant-garde. I don't know. I had these
Yeah.
things in my closet. I'm like, I need to use this stuff. So that's how we got here. Um, I have two amazing guests to my left. Cody, please introduce yourself. Well, I like to call you King Cody. You've been on my channel
Yes.
before, and I'm so glad that I got you again. But please introduce yourself so that people know where to find you.
Yeah, my name is Cody. You can find me on Twitter at CodyLac, CodyLac. I am the co-host of the C3 Panthers podcast. Yeah, I'm a football nerd, but so is George R. Martin, damn it. So I'm in good people. But yeah, I'm happy to be here, and I'm ready to roast the fuck out of some House of the Dragon characters tonight.
Woohoo! All right, next we have Kevin.
Hey, what's up? Kevin, aka White Chalk Espresso. I'll also join Cody on his Panthers podcast, mostly just trolling him because it's easy.
It's easy.
Mm.
Wow.
It is pretty easy to troll me.
All right, cool. So, you guys, Winter says she loves the hat. Thank you. So we're gonna get started with the roast. You know how we do. I don't like to chit chat too much, but I do have a new concoction, and it's my first time using it. So I wanted to use it with you guys. So, first of all, excuse my room. But so I don't know what you guys are gonna see, but I'm gonna move the camera so that you can see my contraption. That's a microphone. That's not the contraption. This is the contraption. See, guys?
Damn.
Yep.
Turn up, turn up.
We're going to turn up. So basically, I have 6 shots. I'm going to take a shot basically whenever Carl Karsnark tells me to, or Carl Karsnark is the old gods who's in the chat.
Don't trust Carl. He'll have you drunk in 15 minutes. That's
I
not
know,
a good, that's not a good move.
I hope I last. No, I don't know. I'll let you guys in the chat decide what I'll take a shot for. Maybe every time we say cold pole, or every time we say them darn Targaryens. But all right, let's use this. I might make a mess and have to cancel the stream, or this could be the most awesome thing you've ever seen in your life. So here we go. We got vodka and orange juice. Whoa, guys, it worked.
By George, that's something out of old Valyria, if I do say so myself.
The cool thing about it, it said in the comments that you could pick it up and go around the party with it. I'm not going to do that. I have a stream to do, but that's kind of cool, isn't it, guys?
Oh yeah,
that's sick.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
I wish I was there. I would totally cheers you.
My page is famous for my drunk history and everything, so of course I had to get something like this, and all my shots are already lined up. So yeah, all right, let's get back to this. Okay. Yay!
Yeah, look, you look like we would have met at a funeral in the 1920s.
Yay! After I killed my 3rd husband for the money.
Ooh, dangerous.
This is the mood. Okay. Anna Lewin says that's fancy. Even Targaryens don't do that, would be the term I've been hearing this week. Silly Girl says maybe my shots should be even Targaryens don't do that. We'll see. Well, I'll definitely take a shot to start the stream because it feels like the good thing to do. But first, let's see who we are roasting first.
Oh, this poor sap.
Yeah.
Poor Poor Corlys.
All right, this shot is for Rhaenys. There we go. That's good. Hi, Dr. Manhattan. That's kind of strong. Wish me luck, guys. Here we go. So, Corlys. Corlys, shut up. Shut up with your fake grip walk, okay? You guys saw him at the beginning of this scene, all right? Let me see. I have the video. Is it going to let me show the video? Oh, it's not letting me show the video. Why? Why can't I see the video? This is a video. Ah. All right, I'm going to have to learn how to use my electronics, but I had a video of how he walked in, and it was like a fake ass grip walk. Not the medieval grip walk, Corlys. I saw how you squeezed your eyes shut to force out one lonely tear. You don't even like girls, Corlys. You don't care that Rhaenys died. You don't want to give Bela Driftmark. You didn't even really want Rhaenyra as queen. I know that these tears is for TV, okay? Even Rhaenys' Dragusi was not enough to keep your bed warm. You had to go running around, didn't you, Corlys? Alan and Adam. I have proof. Adam and Alan, Beavis and Butthead. You are freaking crazy, Corlys, for trying to make Rhaena join your family business, okay? Why should she? She stands to inherit the fucking kingdom, dum-dum. She is nobody's salt wife, okay? She's not going to be on nobody's fucking boat, all right? She is queen to be, just like in Coming to America, okay? That is who. Did I say Rhaena or Bela? I don't know, whichever. You guys know the one with the dragon.
I know you meant. Right.
So next time, before you say some dumb shit like that again, Corlys, remember me and this roast. That's what I got for Corlys.
Woohoo! Nice. Very off the cuff. How long are we doing per person? Like just whatever you have.
Yeah. Some are long, some
I
are
might
short.
have a good 2 jokes per person. So I guess I'll go next, huh?
That was Cody, right?
Yeah, whoever, jump in.
Oh man, Corlys Velaryon. This guy would rather sail all the way to UT than ever listen to a woman.
Yep.
Dude, that's really saying something, man. Wow, dude, this poor sap. I mean, talk about depressed. This guy is the definition of midlife crisis. He's lost his daughters, he's lost his sons. This man loses more than this is hard to do on the fly.
Then Theon.
Yes, he loses more than Theon loses his male bits. Shall you? But man, Corlys Velaryon, sad for him. Maybe one day he can be on the cover of Just for Men and finally get those locks back to what he looked like when he was 20 years old.
Yeah.
And that's all I have. All my best is for later characters.
Yeah. Some of these characters are not even that roast worthy, but we will roast them anyway. Burn them all, just like our king told us to do. Our good King Aerys too.
Well, in the words of Pusha T, Corlys, you are hiding a child.
Dang.
Let that boy come home.
Oh
How do you accept grandchildren that you know is not yours, but won't accept your bastard kid? That's dirty.
Oh, dude, that was perfect.
Yes.
That was perfect.
I never even thought of that one.
Drop the mic.
They even put them like next to each other. Like, see?
Kevin, he brought Pusha T into this. He has to win.
I try to bring Pusha T into everything. So
another thing I forgot to mention because I'm a bonehead is that this is a call-in show, guys. So if there's someone that you guys want to roast, you can call in. If you look at the description of this video, you'll see a link. Click that link. All you need is a phone. You don't need anything fancy. And you'll come in and you'll be able to say your part. The only thing is I ask is that you don't show your ugly mug. Okay, audio only. I don't want to see you guys. This is my show. Okay, but yeah, if anyone has anything to say about Corlys, now is the time. I'll give you guys like 5 seconds, but then we're going to move on. But what do you guys think of Corlys so far? Just like as we're just killing time.
I mean, listen, his character I love. I mean, I'm excited to see what comes next for him. Obviously, as book readers know that he's a very important character still going forward. But so far, absolutely incredible performance. But again, the dude is just, he refuses to listen to Rhaenys at any point that it actually matters through this season and last season. You know, it's like, oh, sorry, I've been gone for 12 years, but oh, look, I bought you a Gilded Seashell from a sigh. You know, it's like, thanks, Corlys. I don't have much use for all this shit you've bought me from all over the world, but thanks. I'm glad you're back now.
It's funny you say that. It just made me think of the fact that, like, sure, he like, you know, sails to these places, E.T. Ashai. But bitch, Rhaenys has a dragon. She could go those places easier and faster than you can. So you're not really impressing her by giving her a little trinket from Yi-Ti. And you were gone for 7 years. She could make that trip to Yi-Ti in 10 minutes and go get that trinket. So it's
she has a freaking dragon. But hey, thanks. That's cool.
All right. Next.
This poor idiot.
You know what it is. Aegon 2, our favorite mummy's boy. Mummy. Mummy. Aegon, did you hear from your box when they were carting you in? Did you hear? They said that you killed Meleys, Aegon. That's what that town crier said. And that town crier's nose should have grown the length of a dragon's tail for that nasty, nasty lie. 7 hells. Aegon killed Meleys. Yeah, right. Vhagar like practically didn't make it out. You think Aegon could kill Meleys? Aegon, the truth is there's no need to roast you because, duh, you're literally roasted. And hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. This is the first time in recorded history that the term literally has been used in the grammatically correct sense to say that, Aegon, you've been roasted. And that's all that I got for you, Aegon, because the jokes are too easy. And I don't like low-hanging fruit.
You know, I hear that Aegon's hair is so badly burned that he might get a Pepsi commercial now.
Dang. Not the Michael Jackson.
Is anyone old enough to get that reference? Okay, good. Good.
Not the Michael Jackson.
Are you old enough to get that reference?
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, am I looking at Aegon or fucking Freddy Krueger over here? Good Lord.
Same diff?
Yeah, same diff. He might also haunt my dreams, too. Get him next to a weirwood.
Shout out to the makeup artist.
But,
have you got anything? Or are you done? Sorry.
I'm just, you know, it's, you have to admire someone who's willing to rush to an ass kicking that fucking fast. I mean, is there any precedent in House of Dragons or Game of Thrones of any character rushing to get their asses handed to them that fast? That was pretty embarrassing on the part of the king. He's sullied the good name Aegon Targaryen.
The guy knows Valerian like I know Valerian, and he's born in there in this time.
Which is not at all.
You should never drink and fly. I think he had some nettle shots.
Hey.
Dude, Aegon talks Valyrian like I speak intoxicated to the cops.
Dang.
Rhaenys was the queen that
make war.
Rhaenys was the queen that never was. He's the king that never should have been.
Damn.
I
Dang,
think he has.
I said he's already
he
been
has,
roasted, guys. Dang. How you-
You know, it's funny. He's the older brother, but he has little brother syndrome because he knows
Definitely.
that Aemond could kick his fucking ass, dude, in a heartbeat. Like knowing your younger brother is superior to you in every way, and that no one loved you, your father or your mother growing up, dude. He is the epitome of neglected bastard Targaryen.
Dang.
Even though he is legitimate, which is sad.
Mm. Dang, Aegon. Woo.
He's got Charlie Sheen vibes.
Not Charlie Sheen.
Well, he might have dragon blood now after all that
Right.
fire got into him.
Dang. Fire dragon blood by force. Accidental dragon blood. Anna Lewin says Sunfire loves him.
I mean, somebody's got to. You
Hey,
know,
did you hear Aegon's opening up a kick-ass new barbecue joint down in Flea Bottom? Yeah, it's called Sunfires.
Dang.
Yeah, I brought dad jokes to this bitch. What's up?
I'll take it. Dad jokes will do just fine. Anyone else want to roast? Anyone from the audience want to come up and roast our good King Evan Peters?
So he has to look like that the whole time now. All the makeup and shit. Wow, man.
he looks like Anakin.
Yep, for the rest of his time there, yeah. He's getting the Viserys treatment every episode from now on.
He does look like his dad now.
Meanwhile, Daenerys is like, Targaryens don't burn. What's up with you? What happened?
Yeah, lame.
Daenerys is like, dang. Those are
See,
the
me,
old
I could never. Yeah, I could never. There's levels to this Targaryen shit.
All right. Next. That's Helaena. I don't have much for Helaena. All I have is to ask Helaena, can I get the latest copy of Lady Whistledown's column? I just know that you're writing Dragon Tales, and I can see it on your face that you've got all the tea. So just go ahead and give me the latest Lady Whistledown column. And if you don't know what the Lady Whistledown column is, it's the gossip column that's on Bridgerton. And sometimes the show reminds me of Bridgerton because it's so like, sometimes it's very soy. Sometimes the show is pulling punches where I'm like, am I watching Bridgerton? Like English accent and fancy costumes, or am I watching House of the Dragon? So I could definitely see Helaena writing her little gossip column talking about the rats told me. But that's what I got for Helaena.
Why does Helaena look like she belongs in every Tim Burton movie ever made?
Oh my God. She does, and without she doesn't need the makeup or the special effects.
Dude, she's the literal love child of Jack and Sally. Come on, man.
I'm taking a shot for that because you blew my muffin cat back.
What was the Sweeney Todd girl? The one who was up in the castle?
Oh yeah, she's got the real Helena Bonham Carter vibes.
It's hard to roast somebody who sits quietly in a corner and doesn't have any lines.
Damn.
Yeah, and watch your son get fucking decapitated.
Right?
Still not as bad as 28-3. Oh, that's a football joke.
I think she deserves a shot.
I'm sure someone's laughing at that.
Yeah, someone somewhere.
You can't hear them. In the future, they're actually laughing in the future.
Oh yeah, that's right. And she can see the future too in her dreams, so she would know about it.
Oh, Helaena. This is the time, audience. If anyone wants to come on up, hi, octopus with no friends. If anyone wants to come on up and roast our autistic friend.
Yeah.
So if Helaena is a dreamer, does that mean she's not the only one?
Doo-doo-ch.
I'm so fucking stupid. All right, sorry.
Helaena,
I had
Helaena.
to.
All right. I got a good one for you guys. Who's next?
Oh.
Oh,
This dumbass. This dumbass.
Oh, all right. I'm going to be up here for a while.
Okay.
Have at it.
Cole, well, if you guys have seen my past roasts, you'll know that I have an ongoing battle with Criston Cole and his refusal to wear his fucking uniform. Here he goes again. Look at him. Naked. Naked. This is the medieval equivalent of being naked. Okay. Back in the day when the women used to wear those long nightgowns that come up to here, that used to be the equivalent of them being naked. So look at what Cole is wearing. We should never have to see you like this, Criston. You know what? I'm going to go right to Otto because Otto would never do this to me. Otto would never be caught in these clothes. You are the King's Guard. You are the Lord Commander of the King's Guard, Chris. Did we ever see Jaime out of uniform? He slept in that armor. Did you ever see Barristan? Barristan telling me went to another. Jorah was never even a King's Guard. You saw him with his armor every day. Every day. Cole, knock it off. The other thing, Cole, is I can't believe you were wasting lemons. Sansa is somewhere punching the air, wishing she had those lemons that you were wasting so that she can make herself her little lemon cake. But there's no lemon cake for Sansa because there's no lemon because, Cole, you're using it all for what? To sharpen your sword? Where is a whetstone, Cole? You're wasting lemons while all of King's Landing is dying from scurvy. We saw it in this scene. They don't have oranges. They don't have lemons. They don't have clementines. But you do, Cole. Thanks to the hand, everyone is dying of scurvy. And it's all because you're suddenly fancy boots down and you can't use a whetstone. You're too good for a whetstone, Cole? Actually, I know the truth. Here's the truth. Criston was making a margarita. That's why he had like the salt and the lemon. And then he saw Alicent coming in, so he pretended to be sharpening his sword. But we know you're drunk ass. You're a drunk, naked ass, Cole. You were making a margarita, tell the truth. So, you had to pretend that you were doing your job, which you're never freaking doing, when Alicent came to talk to you. But in all seriousness, I'm going to be messing with this all day, just letting you guys know. But in all seriousness, I gotta give you props for the acting. In this episode, you gave me the same eyes that the firemen and the policemen had during 9/11, like that haunted look. When he was talking to Alicent, he was like, the men burned in their suits. That was a good acting job. And even though this is a roast, I gotta give it to you because I want to. But here's my last point, which is that Criston Cole can't read. Helaena told me that in Lady Whistledown newspaper column. He can't read. Somebody show me a pic of this man reading a scroll. You can't. You can't. Okay? Show me a pic of this man reading a scroll. Show me a picture of this man with a quill in his hand. It doesn't exist. I actually don't know why. I just have this feeling deep down in my lady bits that Cole doesn't know how to read. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Lastly, I do want to say, Gwen, baby, I love you. I wish you had more lines. You can do no wrong. And that's all I've got.
Oh, man. This fucking dumbass, Criston Cole, cuts off the head of the symbol of power of the Targaryens and then rides it through King's Landing. Listen, he had to cut the head off of Meleys. He hadn't got that much dragon blood on him since he popped Rhaenyra's cherry. Am I right? Oh, shit. That's the only one I have. That's the only fucking joke because it writes itself. But no, shout out Sir Criston. He has to be the biggest dumbass in the history of the show. but he does get laid by some pretty powerful women. So I guess from that standpoint, kudos to him. Yeah, nice, bro. Good job. But he's certainly a dumbass, and it's obvious to see him in a position of power just cower. He has no idea what to do as the hand of the king. I think he's personally terrified that he's in this position. He never intended to be in this position. And yeah, he's absolutely terrified to be living right now. I mean, as you can clearly see, Homeboy has got worse PTSD than Donald Trump right now. I'm just
Dang.
saying.
That's not saying much, but
You said this man can't read a book. He can't read a room. Bringing that
dang.
dragon in the town, everyone just staring at him like he's like a dog who brings their owner a dead squirrel, expecting a pat on the head. Like
True.
he has no cultural anything with this. How is he protecting anyone? He doesn't even know the culture.
You're right about that. I want to read this comment by Anna. How did they get Melee's head off? Did Criston Cole cut it, or did Vhagar have to go back and finish chopping it off? My goodness.
Do you know that there was a bunch of Rosby men, Stokeworth men, Hightower men, all perched atop of this dragon with a bunch of hacksaws just fucking heave-hoing as the Hightower idiot, what's his name, Allison's brother, as he fucking
Gwen.
faster and harder. Yeah, Gwen, that hapless loser. Yeah, because Cole probably didn't get his hands dirty. He's still reeling over the side of watching his comrades disintegrate into fucking Nesquik powder.
Dang.
Over nothing.
Would you guys ever try dragon meat? Silly Girl says, so Hugh called it meat. Can people eat dragon meat? I was wondering if the small folk would try to get a piece, but the flies were already swarming. My goodness.
I
Not
mean,
the flies getting it first.
I'm just saying, I heard dragon meat is fire.
It's tough.
I've had gator.
Oh, yeah.
Gator's delicious.
Yeah, I told you I'm Cajun. Yeah, fried alligator tail, that's beautiful.
I think it might taste similar to that, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Oh, some fried dragon? Oh, man, that might
Imagine the
leg.
small folk. I figured they would have attacked the people with the dragon head, get a piece of the horn,
Right.
take it somewhere and sell it. I'm sure it's worth money.
Imagine like you fortify your house with that. Like you build
Yeah.
your house with dragon horn.
Dude, the shavings of a dragon horn gives you the wildest erection you've ever had in your life. That gives you a 10-hour long hard on, dude.
Did you get it at a
dude.
gas station, Cody?
Trust me, I know.
Nothing.
I'm just saying. I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy. All right. I'm just saying.
Leave the gas station out of this. What was that? What was that thing that Davos was giving them people? Fermented crab.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, you know that story. Dude, any type of fermented fish. I don't know if you guys have ever smelled fermented fish. It smells like 10 decaying bodies at the same time. It's terrible. So bad, dude.
Anyone in the audience want to come up and roast this very worthy candidate? Anyone? Nope. Fine, I'll give you guys more fodder.
Oh,
What about this guy?
dude, this guy's wishing for Freddy Krueger right now. To this guy, Freddy Krueger would be a welcome sight in his dreams. Although you never know, he might try and fuck him. That's the point that we've gotten to with dear old Daemon here.
Definitely, I love the Freddy. At first, I was thinking Freddy Krueger because of Aegon, but I'm like, oh yeah, Freddy Krueger enters people's dreams.
Yeah, he haunts your dreams.
I was like, wait. I'm like, okay, it took me a second. Aw, look at this pic. Aw, look at Daemon, guys. He's sad. Raise your hand if you feel bad for Daemon. Oh, nobody. Nobody's raising their hand. I see no hands.
No.
Sorry, Daemon. Every time I look at Bela and Rhaenyra, it reminds me that Daemon has got to be Michael Jackson. Like, what I mean by that is Daemon has to have a black dick. Like, he has to be genetically black, but white presenting like Michael Jackson, because how
Yeah.
else could he have 2 black daughters? It doesn't make sense. Those girls are supposed to look like Mariah Carey or Vin Diesel or The Rock or the chick that's married to Prince Harry. That's what a quarter black person looks like. But they went and got full black. She's your queen to be from America. Play these girls. But you know what? I'm not complaining. Okay, this is small potatoes. I'm going to look the other way at black people taking white people's roles, because it's about time. It's time.
Uh,
No,
hey, well,
but
you know, Rainy's had a dragon. I heard she did get around, you know?
listen, listen. I finally decoded Freudian Daemon. I've been trying to wonder why is he having sex with his mom? And it's because he wants to please his mommy. It's simple. He wants to please her in every sense of the word. I'm a good boy. I suck my bottle. I suck your pussy. Every sense of the word, Daemon will fulfill that to his mother. Don't we all love our mothers? Mm? He has heard over and over again that he was her favorite, and she's dead. So now he's no one's favorite. He wasn't Viserys' favorite. He's not Rhaenyra's favorite. He's no one's favorite. So he's looking for that again. So of course he will regress to his mommy and eat his way back into the womb, to start all over again, because he messed up. He so at this point, this haunting in Connecticut bit it's got to be foreplay for Daemon, like, because he has to be enjoying this. Because why isn't he killing Alice? Like, I would kill the person that did this to me. Like, I'm in the dead dad's club. Okay, if somebody put a vision of me sucking my dead dad's cock, they would be
Oh my
dead.
god.
They would be dead on sight. Like immediately. Like, you're done. You're done. Okay. Damon, you broke bitch. I know you ain't got no money. Why don't you go ahead to Big Daddy Corlys and ask him for some financial aid? Go ahead. And you know what, Damon? You better not do more war crimes to get this money, because I don't know how you're going to get this
Yeah.
money. You don't want to ask Rhaenyra for it. You damn sure don't have it for yourself. Maybe you can suck Corlys' dick for it. Like I said, get your financial aid going. But figure it out and don't do war crimes, Damon. Damon, I've got more for you. You are disgusting, dead, beat dad. You are. Do you even know that your boys got shipped off? Does the audience even remember that he has 2 boys? 2 boys that are in their formative years that might need a father figure? No? If you guys forgot, Damon sure as hell forgot. I mean, we know you don't care about your daughters, Damon, but these boys have penises. Like, you should care about your sons. No? No? Okay. Damon, come closer. Come closer. Damon, that woman in your dream was not your mom. That was not Alyssa. Alyssa had dirty blonde hair with no trace of silver. That bitch we saw, what color was her hair? Silver. Alyssa had a 1 green eye and 1 purple eye. That bitch had hazel eyes. Alyssa has ears bigger than any Florent ever mentioned. This bitch's ears look normal to me. Alyssa had a lopsided smile, Damon. This bitch's face is perfectly symmetrical. Alyssa had a crooked, broken nose. Does that bitch look like Braun of the Blackwater to you? Does her nose? No, that is not a broken nose. And your mom, Alyssa, was a tomboy who wore men's clothing, who wielded a sword and played in the yard. That bitch had on a dress. That's not your mom, Damon. It's a shame you never knew your mother, like Alice said, because if you knew her or saw a picture of her, if you had a MySpace or a Facebook, you can go and see what she looked like, but you don't. If you knew your mother, you would know that that bitch that Alice put in your head is not your mom. So you don't need to cry about, oh, I had sex with your mom. That wasn't your mom. I just told you that wasn't your mom. You've been tricked again because you're a silly hoe, Daemon. A silly, silly hoe. Daemon.
Silly hope.
Silly.
Stupid hope.
Daemon, this is the last thing I'm going to say to you. Daemon, shut up. Shut the fuck up and keep my queen's name out your mouth, okay? How hard is it? How hard is it to just be nice to Rhaenyra? Like, what do you mean Rhaenyra can't do it? Can't do what? The thing that she was born to do? Who the fuck are you, Daemon? Like, no serious question, Daemon. Who are you? Like, who has warped your brain to have you saying this silly shit you've never said before? Rhaenyra is not fit to be queen. I'm the one that needs to be queen. Are you Hodor? Has someone warped your mind? Daemon, are you Hodor? Daemon, remember Alice said you would die, bitch. You will die at Harrenhal. Remember that, Daemon. That means no king shit for you. No throne for you. So you can forget about all of that, okay? You will die at Harrenhal with the old gods, and your blood will go into the trees forever, and I don't fucking care. Just keep Rhaenyra's name out your fucking mouth. And that's what I've got to say about that.
Oh, shit. Put his ass down. Put him away. He's not coming back from that one. Shit.
Mm-mm.
My goodness. Yeah, she would have to die. If someone's going to make you vividly have dreams of shagging your mother like that, yeah, you would have to kill that bitch. I think there's no other way around it, right? Like, what other options do you have there? Because she could always be like, oh, yeah, well, you was fucking on your mama, though. And he'd be like,
This motherfucker needs to stay off the ayahuasca, man. He's tripping. That's all he's been doing this whole season,
Really?
tripping balls.
Tripping balls.
And that he only can eat off Rhaenyra and her crown. He has no money, he has nothing. He's like Kevin Federline, eating off Britney Spears.
Not
Sometimes
Kevin
I think he's sipping on that lean sometimes, the way he's sitting at that table, man. Fucking, he's too chilled out, man. Like he's listening to some fucking Paul Wall or some shit.
Don't you remember when all Vaemon said was, bastards? That wasn't even that bad. And what did he do? Cut his head off. Look at all Alice has said to you, and you haven't done anything, Daemon. Dang.
Yeah. Daemon Targaryen met my nephew, and he told my nephew to hold a pillow over my head for some reason. I'm like, that's kind of fucked, bro.
He's not a recruiter.
No, it's definitely
he's not much of a recruiter.
No, he's not a recruiter.
Damn.
Yeah, hey, how do I rally support and troops to my cause? Oh, yeah, I'll get the Blackwoods to rape and pillage the land. That ought to work great. Dude, in that sense, Daemon really is a modern-day politician. He uses the same logic and rationale. Like, I need something accomplished. I better fuck over the small folk. He seems really good at that.
There you have it, folks. Does anyone in the audience want to come up and roast this chicken nugget? Do you guys have anything else? Haunting of Hill House, Daemon?
He's thoroughly dead. You have him dead and buried.
He pissed me off. That was my last straw. All right, next. We have my queen, Rhaenyra. Look at the waist. Look at the waist. Snatched. I haven't roasted Rhaenyra in any of my roasts because she's perfect. She's never done anything wrong. Look at her profile. Look. She is just a queen in every sense. But I have one thing to say, Rhaenyra. I love you. I love you, Rhaenyra. I have one thing to say. What's the point of having friends with dragons if you can't catch a ride? I mean, I saw my baby, Alfred Broom over here, riding a horse all the way to Harrenhal. Bitch, that's far. Think about his nutsack. Think about his nutsack, Rhaenyra. You got this man riding to Harrenhal. You couldn't offer him a ride. I mean, Jace said that he has gas money. Jace would have given him a ride, even halfway, Rhaenyra. I just know that when my mom sent me on errands, she would always let me use her car. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying is if we're going to have friends with dragons, you give us a ride.
Can we also talk about how Rhaenyra is totally blocking her son by not letting him use his dragon? But Mom, I just want to use my dragon. No, you can't do that. You're the prince, you little idiot.
It's a school night.
It's a school night. Now, Bela, we'll let her go and burn some shit. Bela's cool.
Bela can die. That's fine.
Yeah, oh, that's fucked. Throw Bela out there to die.
Stepdaughter.
I mean, how many times? So come on, she sends this dude out to go to Harrenhal of all places, this fucking cursed place. Hasn't she learned her lesson about sending out envoys with messages and shit? Like, maybe stop sending people out expecting them to come back to you. That seems like it would be the logical thing to do for Rhaenyra at this point.
Yeah.
Do you think she's gonna make my Saria read all those scrolls, or is she gonna fucking do it herself?
Massaria can't read. No.
She's probably
No,
the only one who can read.
I know. Massaria can read.
Yes,
I just like
she
saying
could.
people can't read. I don't know why.
Oh man.
Have you got
Yeah.
anything?
I mean, this episode, she was kind of chill. I mean, I think she's too dick whipped right now with Daemon. She's constantly worrying about Daemon. Why don't you go find some other people to join your army? You're too worried about him at this bum ass crack house, you know.
I mean, he's basically trying to like take the throne for himself. Why not fucking? Although who? She needs some new dudes around her. She needs some fresh meat. Some fresh meat around her. Yeah, she really doesn't have anyone. Wouldn't be Corlys. No.
No.
Ooh, what if she started fucking Corlys?
Well, she had 2 twin knights, you know.
Or start fucking Adam or Alan. The
Fuck
younger, the younger Valerians.
Fuck someone, Rhaenyra.
And they're always out
Exactly.
at sea. They're always out at sea, so they're looking for some push. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they need.
Let me address this comment. Jake says, how do you feel basing your channel on a character they don't even add? That's bad luck, man. It's actually, he's talking about the fact that Nettles will probably not be in the show. I don't know about bad luck. What am I getting luck with? I've been Nettles since before the show was even freaking.
It's even better. Now everyone will always associate Nettles with you. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I get to keep Nettles all to myself. You know, if I can't play her on the show, no one will. I'm the one who did this. I'm the one that wrote them and said, take Nettles off because I will not have my image.
Just said 7 hells. If I can't beat girl Nettles, then no one shall.
No one will. It's me or the highway. Okay. Next.
Oh, dude.
Your boy. It's your boy. He reminds me of Jay-Z for some reason. No reason. Like there's no reason for some reason. When I see him, I'm like, Shia. I don't know. It makes no sense. This is unhinged.
His head shape is kind of like Jay-Z. I can see it.
No, there's nothing similar to Jay-Z at all. I just don't know why. But Larys, I don't know about why, but this episode, he was looking a little bit thin, a little bit gaunt in the face. Looked like he's had some like pent up frustrations. He's kind of quiet, very like school shooter vibes, the kid that sits in the back of the classroom. And usually we know that is his vibe, but it's even more so, like uncharacteristically so. So I'm like, what's up with that, Larys? I feel like you were even looking different in the small council meeting, and that's your shit. That's where you're supposed to shine and thrive, in the small council. And I thought about it, and I think it's because Alicent is too busy spinning down the coal pole to give you any attention. But dang, has she not been showing you her little piggies that went to the market? This little piggy went to Harrenhal. This little piggy went to Tumbleton. This little piggy went to the fish feed. Has she not been showing you her little piggies? Has Alicent not let you release that pent up poison, Larys? You're looking different, my dude. But Larys, I can't roast you because you're true to yourself, man. You haven't changed from day one. I'm still not over you killing your brother and your dad, but I still can't believe you just don't give a fuck that you literally have living, breathing nephews and you never even spare them a thought. This guy has never thought about Joffrey, Luke, or Jace his entire life. Larys, Luke just died. The best one, the most sweetest one died. Like, did you feel anything? I know you didn't. I know you didn't. But that's a shame, Larys. That's a shame. And that's all I got to say about that.
Great hair, though, I must say. Dude's got a head of hair. So, by the way, for those of you who don't know, I'm in a wheelchair. So I'm allowed to make fun of other cripples, okay? It's all good faith. It's all good faith, all right?
Someone's got to make fun.
Hey, who's a more dangerous person who doesn't have legs? Larys Strong or Oscar Pistorius?
Who is Oscar Pistorius?
The Paralympic sprinter who shot and killed his girlfriend. He was like an Olympic medalist.
Oh, little Ting Ting.
He was in the Paralympics. He had like the fake legs and everything that he runs with.
Like Cat Williams joke.
Yeah,
little Ting Ting.
He shot his girlfriend to death.
Okay.
You said this is anything goes, baby. Here we go.
Anything goes. Let's go. No, yeah, definitely Larys is more
yeah, Larys. Yeah, Larys is just a little bit more dangerous than the guy with the gun. Yeah, sure. Oh man.
That guy only killed his girlfriend. Larys killed his blood. Okay.
Dude, you know that whatever King's Landing's version of the dark web is, fucking Larys has access to it. That's a promise.
Wow. He made it. He created it.
Yeah. His line of rats. That's the original dark web.
Cody, you have good hair too.
Thank you. Thank you. I've got that Jon Snow hair. So I've been told since 2011 at least.
What kind of shampoo and conditioner do you use? The people want to know.
Yeah, it's actually a brand called Curls.
Okay.
No parabens, no
Sulfates.
no sulfates, none of that. Family owned, all that good stuff.
All right, let the people know. Good, thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for not gatekeeping good hair care products.
Oh, I want everybody to have good hair. Everybody needs good. There's power in your hair, believe it or not. The Native Americans knew this too. Power in your hair.
Kev, what you got for our boy?
This man is unwelcomed anywhere. He's not welcome in Harrenhal. He's not welcome in the Queen's room anymore. He's not welcome in their company anymore. And now he's all salty. That's why he didn't elect her.
Damn.
Just like Criston Cole, she's surrounded by these dudes.
By the way, not really a joke, but he's such a beta too in the episode. How like instead of having all of the ire of Alicent come down on him, he's like, "But what about you, Sir Criston? You are the hand of the king." like yeah, you take the arrows for this. You sap. You haven't taken enough fucking trauma. Take some more.
Criston.
Yeah, Sir Criston. You tell her. Tell your wife she can't be regent.
Tell your wife. Tell the missus. Tell your old lady.
Tell the missus.
I'm gonna get some water.
Yeah, you're cool.
I have a belief that this dude is not even really crippled.
He's not. It's a
He's
fake.
been faking it to get out of the war or something.
Underneath the club foot, he just opens it up and he stretches out. At the end of the day, he's like, "Ah, damn, that thing hurts."
Like
remember when?
Pycelle.
Yeah, I was about to say the Game of Thrones dude.
Pycelle.
After he's with the pros.
Oh, that's
I saw
funny.
something else. Anyone want to come up here and roast our fake foot friend?
Also, sometimes what I do on Fridays is I'll just post the link in the chat and then pin it to the top. That way, anyone who sees it, they can just pop in if you want. That's what I normally do.
That's why you have friends on here. Iron sharpens iron.
That's
Well,
right.
it's in the description. Let me see. How do
I
get-
mean, shit, Kev knows. I've been using StreamYard so long, I ought to know how to fucking deal with this shit.
I was gonna say lemon sharpens steel.
oh god. Now, of course,
Hey,
Sansa
but-
said stop it. Sansa said don't.
So, kind of a little bit off topic. Are you all believing, and Kev, I don't even know if you know this theory or not, that Larys is indeed maybe a warg and that he is using his rats to spy on the Red Keep, and that's also why he wanted to have all of his people take out all the rat catchers too. He was fine with Aegon doing that.
No, that's too special. I don't want to give people like Larry's magic. You get a fake foot. That's enough. Be happy with it.
But
You get
Georgia
what you
gives
get.
people like that magic.
I said no.
All right,
You
fine.
get a fake foot, and that's that. Be happy with it.
Fine.
Next,
Oh
next
my
we have
goodness.
Alicent. Alicent said to Cole, actually, I'm gonna have to take a shot for this because my
Take
hatred,
that shot.
my hatred for Alicent is so palpable. It needs alcohol.
You gotta roast Twinkle. You gotta roast Twinkle Toes over here.
Not Twinkle Toes.
Gotta roast Twinkle Toes over here.
Not Twinkle Toes. Alicent said to Cole, keep my government name out of your treasonous mouth. Okay. Thanks to Will of House Smith, who has given us that bar. That just keeps giving. You know, the Smith is Will Smith is actually the inspiration for the Smith in the Religion of the Seven. I just made that up, and that's fine. But yeah, thanks to Will of House Smith, who has given us that bar. Alicent, keep my government name out your mouth. I have not given you leave to say my name like Destiny's Child. But Alicent, I do have a question for you. What about when Criston Cole was spelling your name with his tongue? Was that okay then? I mean, I bet you $2 that these two will be back fucking again next episode. Alicent is the fakest bitch I know, and I have faith in her hypocrisy, and that's why I'm willing to put the money where my mouth is. $2 bet. I bet they'll be back fucking. I have prepared a monologue for good Queen Alicent. And this is a monologue that she would have said during this small council scene that you do see on the screen here. Me. Okay. Criston Cole, Lord Commander and Hand of the King. I fucked you until you cried and turned into a puddle into my arms. I never made you do all the work. I rode you and gave you a break. You refused the call. Jasper Wild, Ironrod, Master of Law. You have 29 kids. I looked the other way when I saw you at the brothel the night before your fourth wife died of exhaustion giving birth. You refused the call. Tyland Lannister, Master of Coin. I let you roll gold coins straight into my open, gaping pussy 3 nights a week. You refused the call. Larys Strong, Master of Whispers. I let you spray semen onto my piggies on your name day. You refused the call. Maester Orwyle, Grand Maester. I let you suckle and jiggle my titties for scientific purposes. You tried to speak for me, but it wasn't good enough. You refused the call. But House Hightower remembers. The North remembers. We know no king but Alicent in the South. And that's all I've got.
Nice.
Bravo. Bravo.
That's what she should have said in that meeting where they usurped her, right? She
I could tell that you were a classically trained actress when you were talking about jiggling titties. I'm like, this girl knows her shit. Yeah, let's go.
Shakespeare taught me well.
Yeah.
Shakespeare.
Good shit. Can we all say the worst mother of all time? Like
worst
she
mother of
literally
all
was. She literally was the catalyst to get her son charred and crispy fried, like Colonel Sanders' original recipe. Okay, then her second son is a stark raving lunatic with one eye who she couldn't even defend when he got his eye taken from him, and now he's all psychotic because of it. Her daughter Helaena is so far gone; she's not in any way connected to reality, and she's the one that's consoling you, telling you how to be a better mom and a better woman. Wow, this woman is the most down bad bitch in all of the Seven Kingdoms. I'm sorry. She is the most. She takes the cake. Old Twinkle Toes. She is queen of down bad. I rest my case. I have nothing else to say about this poor, pitiful hoe.
Alicent is the type of mom that like most teenage boys would be embarrassed of because like she comes to the soccer game in like her crop top and her booty shorts.
This is like, God, mom, stop.
And always, your mom's so hot. Your mom's hot.
Hey, dude, do you mind if I fuck your mom? Hey, dude, I heard Devin's fucking your mom. Is that true? He's like, no, damn it, he's not fucking my mom.
All the boys want to sleep over your house, and all they do.
They all want to sleep over. Aegon's mom has got it going on. It's all I want, and I've waited for so long.
Kev, what you got for this hoe?
This woman is probably the most delusional woman I've ever seen on Game of Thrones or House of Dragon. Like they think they respect you. No, they respected your daddy, and your daddy kept you around. And once he left, they don't give a shit. The guys who were fucking you, they don't care about you anymore. Like they don't care about your opinion. They don't just sit there.
Nope.
If you like basketball, she is the Bronny James.
Not Brawny.
All she does is miss.
No, she didn't miss when she was drinking that moon tea. Well, I mean, Cole didn't miss.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Y'all
She helped him. She helped him guide his arrow to the bullseye.
Alicent.
And then you have to realize that you're this whole war is just because you're a derp. Like you literally, Rhaenyra speaks in to talk to you, and she's like, "No, not your son, Aegon, you stupid hoe, Aegon the Conqueror." And the look of despair in her eyes, like, "Oh, fuck!" I was like, "Yeah, I really fucked this one up." Yeah, Alicent, we know all you do is fuck things up for everyone.
Jake says Otto is up there with Tywin as best A Song of Ice and Fire got dads. Jake.
Yeah. I think Otto and Tywin are probably in a league of their own. I think Tywin is way more cunning and more ruthless, but I think Otto is just as conniving and manipulative, and he's just as political too. He knows how to he knows all the things. You know, he was right. The Aegon shouldn't have strung up all the rat catchers. Like, we just paraded your son around saying it was Rhaenyra the Cruel, and now you're going to hang people's family members, you dipshit. It's like, yeah, he was thinking about these things. And also, good reference, too. It's like when Tywin says in Game of Thrones to Joffrey, if you have to tell someone you're the king, you're no true king. And I feel like Otto had that same moment with Aegon, the episode 4. Like, dude, you're not the fucking king. You're a moron.
Remember when Aegon said, I'm just as fearsome as any of them, and it was crickets.
Yeah, they're like, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
It's like the facial control you have to have. Like, when you want to laugh so hard, but you're in a setting where you can't, you're just like,
Yeah.
April May is out here trying to cause trouble. She said, guys, that wasn't moon tea. That was the secondary tea that Lysa drank too. There is a real chance that Alicent is pregnant still.
Oh, call that the tea.
Mm.
In text, some babies want to be born really badly. They cannot be taken care of. That is true. I know a lot of birth control babies. When those babies want to be born, they'll just grab that birth control.
Nah, bitch, I'm coming out.
They're strong, you would say.
They're very strong. The seed is very, very strong. Is that it for a good Queen Allie?
Yeah, I think we've all given Twinkle Toes a good enough
Sit
rating.
down and be humble.
Sit down. Next, we have Aemond.
Oh, did him dirty.
That's
Did him
Aemond.
dirty.
That is Aemond. What are you talking? That's him.
Oh,
Jackie
yes,
C
dude.
said, "I had 3 birth control babies." Dang, Jackie.
Damn.
Jackie has that adamantium body. Like
Jackie, you need to get your money back, girl. What you doing?
You got a couple lawsuits in
Get
your
your
hand.
money back.
But also get some blood work done because you have some adamantium bones or something.
Yeah, you might be a mutant. That's cool if that's true.
But anyways,
got some good
Aemond.
genes.
Aemond, is this you? Aemond? Is it? It's giving Aemond. But really, Aemond, you belong.
Oh,
Aemond, you
fuck.
belong in this lineup.
Oh,
Aemond, pick your spot. You could be on the first row, second row, but you just need to be here because these are your friends. I saw you talking on the phone with them. I saw you in your red pill community top 8 on MySpace. Aemond, this is where you belong. But I'm not really gonna roast Aemond. I'm here to defend Aemond. You know what Aemond is doing is perfectly normal, guys. It's medieval times. We kill siblings. You hear me? If you're in my way, oops, you're dead. That's how it was in medieval time. Ask Henry the Fourth or Henry the Eighth or Louis the 16th or whatever. This is how things are done. And before you look down on people from medieval times, we do this nowadays. I'm still on Facebook and I see people arguing all the time over like families being ruined over inheritance and measly inheritance. I'm saying who gets the house, who gets the car, or the one Monet painting. And it's even worse when you're middle class and all you've got is scraps, Tupperware, or Jordans to pass down, right? And nowadays it's worse because firstborns don't automatically get everything. That means parents nowadays have to play favorites on their deathbed to spread out their whatever measly inheritance they have to give to the kid. So the favorite child might get everything while you're hated because you grew up as an undiagnosed autistic person and just dang, you don't get nothing. But anyways, back to medieval times. Aemond is innocent. Y'all said, well, let's usurp our sister Rhaenyra. You guys put that idea into his head. So why are you surprised when he was like, if I can usurp a sister, I can usurp a brother? It's y'all's fault he went after Aegon because you showed him that like brother or sister, it doesn't matter, kill them for the inheritance. But let me channel Northwest for a moment and sing, oh, I just can't wait to be king. What Aemond was giving this episode. That man put on his lion costume and he went out there to the small council and he said, I'm gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware. Like
You sound just like Simba, though.
this show is so cock. I'm trying to make cock a thing, like fetch. Like instead of saying this show is so pussy, I'm gonna say this show is so cock. Like this show is so cocked because they were too afraid to have Aemond say the best line in the books. And that's when he puts the crown on and he says, "The crown looks better on me than it ever did on him." Why didn't he say that this episode?
I'm hoping that we still might get it this next one. I feel like we could.
Okay, yeah, I guess you're right because he hasn't officially put the crown on.
Yeah, they haven't done that yet. If they do it, I hope they do, but they have to. They have to. It's one of the coldest lines in the book.
But yeah, that's all I have for Aemon. I can't roast him too hard because he's true to himself. And you know what? He's better at roasting than I am.
Oh. Hey,
And I'll take a shot while you talk.
so at least we know why Aemon has the biggest dragon in all the world now. The guy's clearly compensating for something, am I right? Oh, let me not make small dick jokes. I don't want to make Kevin feel bad.
Damn. Why Kevin?
Dr. Stray.
I mean, no, listen, they're honestly a perfect match. Aemon, an absolute psychopath. Okay. What's the fucking crazy guy that chops people up with the axe?
Vargo Holt?
No, the American. It's on the tip of my tongue. No, Kev, help me out. The American Psycho, the guy that
Bundy,
like Christian Bale in that American
Psycho.
Psycho movie.
The guy, Christian Bale.
I can't remember the character's name.
Look like him.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. What's his name? Chat, help me out. I know you know who I'm talking about.
I can't remember.
Patrick Bateman. Thank you, Genesis. Patrick, dude, Aemon Targaryen gives off total Patrick Bateman vibes. He is the Patrick Bateman of Westeros. Like, this guy is a psycho with old Nana Vagar, as David Lightbringer calls him. They're a match made in heaven, you know? And look, we also know that Aemon has a thing for older women. Am I right? He likes the MILFs. He likes them old, likes them a little bit saggy, likes that neck a little bit wrinkly, you know? Likes a little bit of wiggle under the arm, you know?
Not a wiggle under the arm.
He's in it. Hey, listen, we don't shame around here, okay? Whatever you're into, it's all good, baby. But that's how Aemon likes them. Old and wrinkly and kind of sweaty, and you have to lift up the folds and really get in there. You know, that's what he's into, and we're not here to judge him. But clearly, he lost his one good eye, because this man does not have an eye for women.
Damn.
So, yeah, that's all I have for good Patrick Bateman over here.
Jake said that Aemon likes him old, Aegon likes him young. Damn.
Oh. Yeah, in the book, Aegon.
Polar opposites of each other.
In the book, Aegon's like a full-on pedo. Yeah, he's like all that shit. Damn.
I mean, what can I say about the Pirate King, Aemon?
Not the Pirate King.
This guy, they're making this guy be some great strategist, some great dragon fighter. His secret weapon is to hide and then sucker punch. That's what he does. And not to bring it back to Alicent, but I truly believe this hoe slept with Daemon and got pregnant and got Aemon. Because he acts nothing like his father.
Yeah, none of these children. It's like these children like were brought to Alicent through the stork. Like they don't have dad. Like,
nothing
from the dad. Aemond, Mr. One-Eyed Crow. But that's all. That's the only people I have to roast. If anyone wants to come up and have someone else to roast, we left a lot of people off. Jace, Bela, and Rhaenyra. But it's like, I mean, I've thought about roasting the phrase because why wouldn't I take an opportunity to roast a phrase? But I was like, I didn't roast Alice, even though I hate the bitch. But is there anything else you guys want to say, or just any random thing, show stuff? we have some free time while I go through the chat and pick up some comments that I might have missed.
I thought of another one for Alicent. Again, she's such a bad mom. So we talked about Aegon, Aemond, and Helaena. Then she has another child that you don't even know about because she sent that fucker away. She said 3 is too much. That's too much for the household. Off to Hightown with you. We want nothing to do with you at all.
That's so fucked up. You live in a castle. If there's someone that has enough room, enough money for mouths to feed, it would be you, bitch.
You live in the biggest house in maybe all the world, and you can't find another room.
You don't pay rent. You don't pay your servants. You get free food.
But I will put forward, though. They always say Sunfire is the most beautiful dragon in all of Westeros. Well, damn it. I want to see Daemon's dragon. Daemon supposedly has a dragon named Tessarion that is cobalt blue. If that's not the fucking coolest thing you could think of, then I don't know what is. Like, come on.
I can't wait to see Tessie.
I know.
Wait to see Tessie.
That's gonna
April
be
said hard-boiled Aegon, no.
Oh,
not hard-boiled.
Yeah, cobalt and copper. So he's got some pretty fucking gnarly colors going on. He's pretty cool. Who else could be Rose? I mean, off the side, like, no, probably not enough on him yet, huh?
Ulf.
He's kind of a joke in and of himself right now.
I like Ulf so far. He's me. He drinks and he knows things.
Yeah.
The Zoolander with the eye patch is real. Like, Jace and Aemond need to stop with the lips. Like, it'll be fine if they don't do it. Why? What is that? Like, what is going on?
I thought of another one. Alicent changes her panties more than Mysaria changes accents.
Damn. So she changed her panties twice. What a dirty bitch.
Oh, yeah. Dirty. Oh, nasty hoe. Nasty hoe.
Alicent, wash up, Alicent. Wash up. Jake says, can we predict twists of the show? I've been thinking of it for a while now and I can't find any. I've been saying that I wish I'm an actress. Like, that's what I've done my entire life. But lately I've been thinking about writing because so many movies and shows have such shitty writing. They keep making remakes. They keep making sequels. Now I feel like I could write too. It was never my talent, but these bitches don't have talent, so I can do it too. I've been thinking of a lot of twists. One of the main twists is, I don't think they're going to have Nettles anymore, but if they were going to have Nettles, they could have had a twist where they show that, you know, that big moment that Daemon has where he like the knife into Aemon's eye, and it was actually Nettles that did it. Like, you could have Vhagar and, for example, it'd be a battle like Rook's Rest, Vhagar, Caraxes going at it, and then Daemon starts losing. Then here comes Nettles out of nowhere. And then and Caraxes dies. Daemon jumps off of Caraxes, puts it into Aemon's eye. And then it's Nettles that catches Daemon as he falls, and they fly off together. That was going to be the twist to show that, like, it was all credit to Nettles, and it wasn't like Daemon doing it on his own.
Nettles is the real hero.
Nettles is the real hero.
Nettles for sure is the real hero. Yeah.
Nettles. Yeah. Can you guys think of any twists?
Oh yeah, I have one. Okay, so one of the things. Okay, I love the twist that they added with Aemond being the one to burn the fuck out of Aegon, because that seems like something that the book, like the Maesters, wouldn't have known about that. Like, that wouldn't have been a part of the history book. So that seemed plausible to me. I think that at the end of the show, so before I go any further, can we go full spoilers? Well, yeah, you just talked about Aemond. Yeah.
My name is a spoiler.
Okay. Okay. I think there's going to be a race to the Iron Throne. I think that Daemon and Rhaenyra are going to race to see who gets there first. And the book says that they just descended on King's Landing and they landed by themselves, and that they, but I think that we see in the episode that Daemon's talking about, like, Rhaenyra can join me at my side in King's Landing. Like, he's intending to be the king. So I kind of think that Daemon is going to try to do that. He is going to try and sneak off to King's Landing, but he's going to find Rhaenyra there first with Cyrax.
That's how it should be, because Daemon needs to finally be put in his place about like Rhaenyra is capable. Like, stop. Kev, do you have any predictive twists?
Not really twist, but I'm curious. The showrunner said those eggs were Dany's eggs, so I'm wondering what's going to happen with those.
No, I hate that. Don't talk about it. I'm gonna start breathing fire. Those are not Dany's eggs. Dany's eggs come from Dreamfire. Whatever you see in the show, don't believe it. I have a video called "Dreamfire is a Slut." Check it out. I worked really hard on it. I'm wearing a sick and gnarly outfit in that video that I will never wear again because it's good. But I basically trace like every time that Dreamfire had an opportunity. First of all, Dreamfire is a slut because each of those eggs has a different baby daddy. That's why. So the black one's dad, I guess I'll spoil my own video, but the black Drogon's dad is Balerion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Viserion's dad is damn it, this is wild, I forgot because videos from last year. Viserion's dad is who's Viserion's dad? Okay, Rhaegal's dad is Vhagar, and Viserion's dad. Who did I say it was? Chat. Let me see if you guys know. Let's say Silverwing for now. But yeah,
Okay.
Go watch the video and you'll see. But basically, each of the eggs has a different dad, but the same mom, which is Dreamfire, because her name is Dreamfire. You're not going to name a dragon Dreamfire and not give her like this role.
Something else was fire, apparently.
That Dragusi, and I have a lot of dragon porn in that video.
Ooh.
No,
Yeah.
I'm lucky that I'm not big yet because that video should be flagged, but because I'm a nobody, I can put all types of stuff.
Oh, well, let me go and check this out before we fucking before we lose out on some quality dragon porn, man. Come on, like I've been trying to find some quality dragon porn. Thank you.
But yeah, no, this show. I mean, I love this show. I'm always gonna love it. Like even the worst episode is probably one of the best episodes on TV. But I do think that with the material, the show could have went anywhere. Like there's so much they can do. Even at Harrenhal, I think they could be doing more with that. Like, yeah, you're showing us Daemon tripping out, but why don't you pan the camera down underground and show us that big ass weirwood? Like, what's going on under there? Can we go to the Isle of Faces? Like, I'm cool with the slow episodes where you guys build lore, but show us more than Daemon in his fucking bed eating porridge or whatever.
I will say though, I do love that they're leaning into the magical shit of A Song of Ice and Fire more than Game of Thrones ever did. Like Dave and Dan, they were ready to go do Star Wars at the end. They had no interest in like fully fleshing out the.
They didn't even do that.
Yeah, I know. Like the fantasy element and the magical element of this world is very important, and I feel like the show is doing that a lot better than Game of Thrones did it. But I'm loving it, man, dude. I'm kind of loving Aemond. Like I thought I would be
and
big
Aegon,
on,
right? What do you think of Aegon?
But yeah, Aegon, yeah, he's much more
Both brothers.
Yeah, like he wanted to be a good king. You know, like he wanted to, give them back their goats and their sheep, and then he realizes, oh fuck, I don't know how taxes work. You know, but yeah, I mean he's good hearted. He wanted to be a good king. And also, like, he never got acceptance from his parents, ever. Never got acceptance from literally anyone in his life, from any authority figure ever. His dad never gave a fuck about him. So he wants to be loved by the people. He wants to be a good king. That's all that is. You know, he's never had that type of love and admiration. And you see it in his face at the end of last season when he's like, oh, whoa, they're cheering for me right now? Like, yeah, this is fucking lit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what his character is gonna be like now. I mean, now that he's all fucked up and burnt, like he kind of slumps off after this in the books. Like there's not a whole lot more that he does until a certain part at the very end.
What do you think they add?
Well, here's the thing: is that if I used to watch soap operas a lot, if this was a soap opera, they would have had Aegon wake up with amnesia and a totally different personality.
Yeah.
Talk about twists. They could make him like wake up like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like, like just something random, like
Yeah.
"Roar." I don't know. He just wakes up like just crazy. But they're gonna play it safe.
I love the. I mean, all of the greens. I think that they've been played very well. Like, I think that Aegon
This season,
had.
right?
Yeah,
They're showing this
absolutely,
season.
absolutely, and I really believe Aemond as this villain. Like, this is a guy who literally had his eye taken out. His father never did anything about it. Like, he has never seen someone in power that was competent. Like, there was Otto Hightower, but Otto wasn't the king. It was the hand of the king, and he just got thrown away. So now, this is something that he's been preparing for his whole life on the off chance that it might happen. And seeing him sit there in front of the Iron Throne staring it down, it's like, oh, that's some mastermind shit right there. Like, he knows the power that he has with Vhagar. He understands, for lack of a better term, the Game of Thrones, and everything that has happened and every victory that the Greens have had is because of him. Like, even though the first one was totally a fuck up and the next one was totally kinslaying and burning his brother alive, but the dude has a grasp on power. And I think it's very interesting to see what he does with it from here on out. I mean, obviously we know kind of what he does with it, but I don't know. I love the believability of him. That he just never had anyone that loved him, just like his brother, but he has a much more powerful mindset. He wants to be a ruler. I love in that scene how he let Alicent hang herself. He never said anything the whole time. Let her do all the talking. And I love when he goes and grabs the ball at
Yes.
the middle of the table, and he looks up at her like, "Bitch,
You silly hoe.
Yeah.
Don't
That
ever
was-
try that
and-
again, hoe.
And he instantly goes down and starts dispensing the orders. Like, Aemond is a fucking vibe this season. I'm not gonna lie. He's Mr. In control of shit. He's been my breakout character. I'm by far most interested in Aemond.
Your what Your what character?
My breakout character.
Oh,
my
breakout,
character
okay.
that I think is come out of nowhere in a way that I didn't expect him to. Like, yeah, he's kind of evil, but he's also kind of badass, and I'm kind of pulling for him. You know, and the way his brother was making fun of him. He's like a romantic dude. He doesn't go around and have sex with random hoes and shit. Like, the dude is like, he's a romantic type of guy. He said earlier, yeah, I would marry Helaena. That would be my duty. That would be what I would want to do.
Do
So
you
he
want to
do-
see her? Do you want to see them together?
Yeah. I kind of,
I'm calling
I
the
kind
cops.
of,
I'm
I
calling
kind
the
of,
cops.
oh, dude, I know. Look at me wanting incest on television. George has ruined an entire world of people.
He has.
Yeah, into preferring incest. But Aemond and Helaena, yeah, maybe so. I mean, Helaena is a question mark all of her own, just because we know they're clearly doing something so different with her in the book. I'm open to whatever they do. If they decide to have a tryst with Aemond and Helaena, maybe. I don't think it'd be very long lived. I mean, I'm tempted to say no, it probably won't happen, because I do think that they probably will keep his storyline intact with Aerys when he gets to Harrenhal. I think they're gonna.
She has to be pregnant, right?
Yeah, because there's a point where, yeah. So that's gonna happen.
Well,
Yeah.
Helaena could still have her fun. Hold on, she could have a hot girl summer. Why
Yeah.
not?
Hey, you might as
know,
well.
One of the biggest genres.
Her husband did.
One of the biggest genres of porn is cuckold stuff. So there should be a scene with like Aegon like in the bed comatose, and then here comes Helaena and Aemond talking about ha ha right in front of his face. Like, oh, Aegon, are you awake?
With one of his bros from the Knights Guard.
By the way, I'm sure there's some fan art that already exists of that somewhere. There has to.
Someone needs to make it. How do you guys feel about since we're talking about Helaena, the role of women in the show? Well, two-part question. First of all, like, how do you feel about Helaena? Like, if you were writing the show, and then going on that vein of twist, how would you write her ability to have like visions or whatever?
Yeah.
Like, how would you develop that one? And the second thing is, what do you guys think about how the show is going so far, which is like, women are smart and passive and men are violent.
Yeah. So what I would do is, okay, since we know how it's going to end, I would just make Helaena be that prophetic person to everyone that she comes in contact with now. Like, kind of similar to what they're doing with Aerys over in Harrenhal, but we know eventually that she's going to come in contact with Rhaenyra. You know, she's going to continue to meet more people. You might as well just have it be like she's like prophetic and just up until the very end, and she's like telling people how they're gonna die and shit. I hope they do more stuff. So like I don't know if any of you guys have been watching the inside the episode stuff. It's like a 30-minute long. Yeah, I haven't watched them all, but in one of them it goes into the details of the drawings that Helaena had on her walls in her room, and a lot of people think that they see like the death of Robb Stark at the Red Wedding. They think they see Daenerys being birthing the dragons again. There's like just really seeing kind of
Are you talking about the drawings or the tapestries?
The drawings. Like there's
Aerys has a video breaking them down. There's like an owl. Okay.
Yeah. There's a bunch of different shit that people theorize is from different points and timelines in the story. So especially if they're gonna do Dunk and Egg now, if they're gonna at some point, if we ever get Blood and Fire from George, we'll get the other half of the Targaryen history. I would love if there would be like her calling out small nods to things that will come even in the far future. I think that would be really kind of dope.
Yeah. She's like the modern like Daenerys, the dreamer.
Yeah.
If I was writing the show, I would have done it like how they started off. You have Helaena being just peaceful, unsuspecting, overlooked. Right. And then after Jehedless, she becomes Melisandre, where she's the one pulling the strings behind. She's like, Aemond, you do this. Aegon, you do this. Mother, shut up.
Oh, yeah.
And she's like telling the future and like pulling the strings because like kind of like a Stoneheart, kind of like vengeful woman scorn type of thing. Yeah. But no, instead they had her say, "Oh, I'm not even sad about my son. Who Jehedless? Who? I never heard of him. I'm fine. Mom,
just
are you
totally okay? Just totally aloof and cold to the whole thing.
Aemond, was it worth it? Okay, I guess so. Like she asked question, but there's no follow up. Like I think it was great that she said Aemond was it worth it? But then she should have said something behind that.
Yeah. No, I agree. What if they, with Helaena, they pull like a Laenor Velaryon, and instead of her dying how she does in the books, she kind of fucking escapes off across the narrow sea, and maybe she becomes Quaithe. Oh, that would be fucking cool. I mean, George probably doesn't have that, but that would be fucking cool.
See, I have my last video. I did Alice is not there, where I just break down the fact that I don't think Alice has physically met Daemon yet. That all she's doing is astral projecting. But doing my research for that, it made me think that she's Quaithe, because Quaithe also astral projects when she appears to Dany.
Yeah.
So I think that Alice is Quaithe, but who knows?
Yeah.
Sean says, "Oh my God, Nettles with the Southern funeral getup." Sean, get out of my business. Get out of my business. Kev, what do you think? What do you think about Helaena?
I mean, I like what they're doing with her. It's very creepy and just weird, and I just love that creepy weirdness. I love the drawings on the wall. I noticed that too. I watched that. Yeah. I think they just keep doing what they're doing with her, like really small bits, but not like a whole lot.
But isn't she boring?
Have people really been saying that about her?
No. people are like, my autistic queen. I feel seen. Thank you for the autistic representation. I'm like, these are scraps. This is not good representation.
Yeah.
But like book readers are saying, like, like we all like the change that she is a dreamer, because in the books there's one sentence written about Helaena, right? Like,
yeah, she's like a nothing character.
there's no character. So thank you for like doing something, but don't go halfway. If you're gonna make her a dreamer, do something with it. Is she like Jojen? Is she like Melisandre? Like, dreamers aren't just sitting there passive. Every dreamer that we've seen in the text is doing shit.
Yeah.
Like, Larys did shit. Like, and can we see Helaena on a dragon or no?
Yeah, like I feel like there hasn't been enough dragons.
She doesn't have to fight, but
yeah,
just show even a joyride. Like, you could see her being like autistic and pent up and being like, oh, I just need to get out of here. Jumps on her dragon and show us a joyride. Show us.
Have they even showed her dragon?
Show us a shiny.
So they've only showed her dragon at one point in time. That clearly, when all of the dragons were at I think they were at Driftmark, and all the dragons were there, and you got a brief shot at one of them. Tell me this wouldn't have been the coolest shit, though. When they're carrying her headless child to the dragon pit, they should have had Dreamfire burn the corpse alive in the dragon pit.
Have we seen Dreamfire?
No, that's what I'm saying. We saw her one time at Driftmark, and then never again.
Yeah, I can't tell you what she looks like. I didn't see blue. I've never seen a blue dragon, and all the dragons look brown too. I'm like,
yeah, like they're not as colorful and as robust as the book makes them out.
And remember, George said that their fire is supposed to be the color of their scales.
Yes.
Why didn't you show us Sunfire's,
Oh, and the more time goes on, the more pissed I get that there's no purple eyes. Like, how fucking hard is it to get purple eyes on these people?
How hard is it? Look at my
It's not hard at all. And also think how cool it would look on, especially in this season, with the different complexions that it would be on. It would be incredible. It would be beautiful.
Yeah.
And they just refuse to give us these purple-eyed Targaryens, man. It pisses me off.
Is there a reason why?
Well,
I don't know.
In Game of Thrones, Emilia Clarke said that she did do test runs with the contacts, but the Dan and Dave said that she couldn't emote, because you know how like Emilia does the eyebrows, her eyes are very expressive. They said it wasn't as expressive, so they just reshot all the scenes and made her take the contacts out. And I was like, I'm legally blind. I've been wearing contacts since I was 13. Like, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that sounds like the lamest excuse ever.
Contacts don't do anything.
No. Like, why would they stop her from emoting? That doesn't make sense.
Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know.
But what about my second part of the question about men bad, women good?
I've only seen really two good women, really, Rhaenyra and
well, no, Rhaenys was a good woman. Bela's been really fucking cool to this point. So is Rhaella.
Even Alicent. Alicent never does anything bad. It's always an accident. Oh no, I thought I misheard. Oh no, Larys, I didn't tell you to go kill your whole family. Oh no, Larys is using my feet.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh man. Like, every woman is like that. It's like, huh? What?
Yeah, there's not a lot of complexity amongst the female characters.
Like, every man is like, you can't rule. You're a woman. You have everyone from Iron Rod to Brune to Corlys talking about, no, I'm not gonna give it to Rhaena. She's a woman. It's like, bitch, you have no more people in your bloodline. Rhaena is your last chance. What do you mean you're not giving her a Driftmark?
Yeah, dude. Corlys. I meant everything I said about Corlys. That poor sap. But I mean, with
it did annoy me when she went back to King's Landing with the nun outfit, trying to make peace still. And it's like, why are you going back there to make peace?
Like, maybe Mysaria is the best example of a woman who is more. I mean, she facilitated the blood and cheese thing. So yeah,
And Rhaenyra did kill a
yeah.
random knight to get her husband away.
It was
They
Daemon
burned
that
his
did it.
body.
Nope, Rhaenyra's innocent. She's never done anything
Was she?
wrong. It was Daemon that is Daemon. Daemon choked him.
That's
Mend
true. They never showed
Remember
her being a part of it.
Rhaenyra
Nope.
didn't know anything about it. I'm like, listen, I believe that good people can do bad acts. I'm just that type of person. But
Rhaenys she did burst through the church and killing all those people.
Yeah, that's a good point. She just fuck.
that
And
never
by the way,
happened.
it's never mentioned again. By the way,
No.
none of the people in King's Landing give a fuck. Like
No.
when they're carrying Bailey's head around, it's like, oh yeah, that's the dragon that crushed my Meemaw. Oh, I'm sad about it though. Yes.
The dragons is gods. I
Yeah,
thought
the
the
dragons
dragons
is
was gods. Like,
Hey man, if you're gonna get killed by somebody, why not a god?
just me.
Carl
As
Karstnerk, which
old.
is old gods, he says, I know they're going for moody, but the grim dark gets to be a bit much. Game of Thrones had so many jokes. Where is Bronn? Where is the Hound? Where is Arya? Do you remember how like Game of
Yeah.
Thrones we had hearty body laughs. I think I've
Yeah.
gotten 2 laughs from season 1 and season 2. And it's fine. It doesn't have to be that, but I'm just saying Game of Thrones gave me horror. There are times in Game of Thrones where I was like scared, had to turn the shit off because there was times where
Yeah.
I was turned on because y'all gave me some good sex scenes. And then there was comedy and there was action. 4 fucking genres in a fucking TV show. This one is giving me one genre, which is like the show Dark, that German show. It's just giving me one mood, the gray, everything's so serious. And then
This
Carl
show really badly needs mushroom. Give me the big dick midget, please.
Please
Give the
midgets roles. How many acting roles do midgets get?
They don't, and it's so fucked up. It's like they try, as soon as they have roles, they cut them out because they don't want to like make jokes. No one's making jokes, man. You're making
It's
more roles
money.
for little
It's
people.
money. It's a $1
Yes.
million contract.
Yes.
The last role that little people had was Oompa Loompa.
I know. And they don't even make those no more. Now they're all visual effects.
Yeah.
They're not even real little people anymore. They're taking more and more roles away from little people. And I don't know if that Seven Dwarfs movie came out, but they took away all the dwarfs from that too.
Yeah, because now the thing is to make regular sized people into dwarves.
Yeah.
CGI.
Congratulations. Says, now you're erasing little people from television. That's cool.
Yeah, I went to an art school and we actually did have a little person who was a theater major and he was really, really good in class, but he never got cast in any show because we did like, Into the Woods or something. We did things that.
Yeah, it sucks because it's like any role that you cast them in, the role has to be a dwarf, So that sucks, but I don't know, man. I needed mushroom, but you're right though. There's not a lot of comedy. There's not a lot of complexity in the women. That's why I was hoping that they would introduce the Blackwood girl that shot the arrow through the. Yeah, Black Alley. Where the fuck is Black Alley? Give me some more Black Alley.
You can't call her Black Alley because black people are gonna storm something. I don't know.
Oh, dude. Well, I mean, they even call it's literally called the Blacks versus the Greens. That's funny. But yeah, I mean,
the funniest part was Otto just talking down the Aegon. That was probably the funniest part of this whole 2 seasons.
Oh yeah, when he goes, his face when he was like, "Huh?" He was
what the fuck did y'all just do?
He said, "What did Sir Criston recommend?"
And then when Aegon said, "But my daddy chose me," he goes, he gave us the little Nicky laugh.
Psych, you thought
he playing a prank.
Carl Karsneck says contacts don't read well. You'd have to put them in with CGI frame by frame, which would be a pain in the ass and expensive.
They have a big budget.
It's HBO. It's HBO. Throw all the money at this shit. Throw every dollar ever.
I'm an actor, and like you haven't seen me in any big movies, but I have done like commercials. Like I did so far this year, I've done 4 commercials. I have every single color contact in my bathroom, and that's just what I wear because I just want to be fancy. But I've never ever gotten a note about my contacts ever. So that must be that has to be true, especially with like 4K or something. But that's good to know. Thanks, Carl.
Yeah.
And money, HBO has the money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they have all the money in the world. Throw the money. Just do it. Especially
All
thinking
right.
of the Game of Thrones show that we could have got. George wanted there to be more. HBO wanted there to be more. And Dave and Dan were like, nah, we're going to do Star Wars now.
And they could have just easily switched them out for someone else.
Yeah, like, wouldn't you
Like,
pass
what-
it off? Like, if you put that much time and effort and attention into it, wouldn't you want to pass it off to people that, like...
Let George pick another 2 guys.
Yeah. But let's wrap up. This was fun. Thank you guys for
Thank you. Yeah. You must
Okay.
have lost signal right at that time. Well, damn, screw you, Kev.
Thank you for being here with
Yeah,
me.
thanks for having me again. This was incredibly fun. Anytime you want me to come on and rabble
Roast
rouse
these
with you.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, man. Crack some jokes on some hot dragon characters expenses. Yeah, I'm down for it.
At their expense. Just to close off,
My bad.
do you have any A Song of Ice and Fire related videos or anything, or is it just strictly sports?
No. So right now it's just sports stuff, but this year I'm looking to do more things on my own channel of a lot of different kinds of things. TV shows, stories, a lot of different kinds of stuff.
Like social
Maybe even-
commentary, things going on.
yeah, stuff like that. Maybe even some conspiracy stuff if y'all like that kind of stuff.
Please do it.
Yeah.
Put that first on your list. Conspiracies need to be explored more because it just inspires people to like research, think critically, not believe everything. And I feel like in this world, in this day and age, people just read headlines and believe it, and that's it. So like we do need to inspire more.
And you just don't know what to trust. There's so much news and information. You never know who's telling you the truth, who has any objective of telling you the truth. Like you're kind of left to make up your own picture and put the pieces of the puzzle together, for lack of a better saying. So, yeah.
My favorite teacher was my 7th grade social studies teacher, and the first thing he said was, don't trust anybody and do all your research yourself. And we had this crazy like 3-month project where we had to, as a class, figure out the JFK shooting. We're in 7th grade.
Oh, whoa.
We had to figure out who killed JFK, but nobody could have the same answer. So every day we had to say, okay, FBI, Lee Harvey Oswald, China, random lady with the, like, who's in this picture. And we had to choose a different person and then like do research and like back it up, and that stuck with me. Mr. Uzenis, Mr. Y, shout out to you. Like,
those are the teachers that make your school time worth it. Like those are the cool fucking teachers that have you think outside the box and do cool shit like that. Yeah, shout out to them.
So we're closing out. Can you tell us just one thing you would like to see in the next episode? Something that you're looking forward to?
So you sort of alluded to it earlier. The crown looks better on me than it ever did on my dear brother. I think that would be really fucking
my last
cool.
one, guys.
Cheers. That would be really cool. I think that would be good to see. And I just, I don't know. I like the Weirwood stuff. Like, I know it's not everyone is loving.
Like Harrenhal or Beyond the
Yeah, I mean, I get that a lot of people are having a lot of their own issues with Daemon and Harrenhal, and some people aren't loving it as much as others. But I'm into it. I'm interested to see what they do in the future with Daemon because, like I said earlier, if there was a Nettles, his story makes perfect sense. You can see how that character arc could evolve. But now if there isn't, it's like what I don't know what it's building up to. So I guess there's that air of suspense as well that I'm really enjoying about it. And more dragons. We're watching House of the Dragons. Show me more dragons. The fact that they actually did that fight justice was incredible. Because I didn't know if we were actually going to get legitimate dragon
I
fights.
felt feelings.
Yeah, same. Like when Melis is looking back
I
at
haven't felt
Rhaenyra's,
feelings since puberty.
dragons made us feel this way. So it's like, whoa, they did it. They fucking did it. I know it's possible for you to do it. So, yeah, I loved it.
Kev, what do you want to see next? We have like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. What do you want to see in 3 days?
Just more violence. I come for the violence. I want to see battles.
Get out of here. What do I want to see? Yeah, I guess I'll go to Harrenhal. I need some stuff figured out. I know they won't do what I want them to do. Go underground, show us the Isle of Faces, give us some lore. Even if they brought in Bran's actor and just showed him looking back.
Or have him like a Where's Waldo in the background as Bran like looking back at the past.
It's crazy. Like the possibilities are endless. And here I go on my tangent. Like I'm always disappointed when like the Jon Snow show, which had been greenlit for 2 years. Imagine your boss saying, "Here's the money for a project for 2 years," and suddenly they're like, "Oh, we don't have a story." They said that none of the scripts were good enough. I'm like, are you guys insane? Like, what do you mean you couldn't write a story about Jon Snow? Like, if it was me, I would have had Jon Snow. Like, I don't know what would happen in between, but it would end with Jon Snow turning into the Night King. Somehow, with Bran, he gets put into the trees. He gets transported back in time. Show us what it was like 8,000 years ago. That scene they showed of like the guy having the dragon glass put in his heart. Show us back then what it was like.
But they were going to. They were going to do a story about the original Long Night, I think.
Yes.
And then it got canned.
Like they could have melded that into both shows. Show us back then, but show us Jon Snow because Jon Snow is a character that we already know. They said that the screen test didn't go well with the Long Night show because we didn't know any of those characters.
Yeah.
So here we know Jon Snow. I would have started that Jon Snow show with Arya coming to Storm's End and giving Gendry a baby, being like, "Here's your baby. I'm gonna go off to more adventures, bitch. Raise this shit." And then she goes and visits Jon, and that's how we kind of get intel on Jon. And we see Jon with Bran, and Bran puts Jon in the fucking tree because Bran's evil. That it's like that's not even a good idea. Look at me, I've never taken a writing class, but like the possibilities are endless, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, that's what I want to see with this. Is just like you don't have to copy the books. Just give me something entertaining. Give Helaena something. Give Rhaena and Bailey something.
Yeah.
Keep Jace alive. What if Jace doesn't die in the gullet? We love Jace.
I want to see him and Baela macking. Like the tension between them is like the tension between them is palpable. Yeah, just fucking get it in, man. Lives are not
see some interracial sex.
The life of a dragon rider is not very long. Like let's fucking the future of Westeros is mixed. You know what I'm saying?
But I will say one thing about this show is that I never in a million years thought I would like Aegon. Aegon 2 is my bae. I'm slowly erasing the fact that he's a rapist and has bastards fighting in the fighting pits. That's not true. That's probably because
that's
in the
not
book,
your Aegon.
I thought Aemond was okay in the books, but I thought Aegon was pure evil. And in the show, I can't stand Aemond. Like you were kind of talking about him, Cody.
Yeah.
I'm scared of this guy. Like this is I would rather.
But that's why I like him.
I'd rather Joffrey is starting to look kind of nice compared to Aemond.
Okay. Yeah.
Like
Joffrey didn't have a dragon. Yeah.
Didn't have a dragon. This man has never smiled. Aemond has never smiled in his whole entire life.
Even though Aegon was making fun of him, he was still like happy to see him too. He still loved his brother.
I know. He said,
He-
"Thank the gods," and then
He's a weird one. He's for sure a weird one. But no, you're right. Aegon is a much more complex character in House of the Dragon. All of the Greens are to me, even Alicent. For all the shit that we give her, she's more complex. But
no.
I do it. But now that you brought that up to me, like now I almost kind of can't unsee it. Like all the girls are like angels. They're like they haven't done any wrong yet. They're like,
I'm strong. I'm a girl. It's either that or girl boss. Like Jane Eyre. Like people are like, what's your problem, bitch? She's like,
yeah,
you brought me baby dragons. Bitch, no one else in the kingdom has dragons protecting them at all. Why don't you count your blessings that we sent dragons to the Eyrie, bitch?
and by the way, didn't Daenerys burn down an entire fucking fleet of slave masters to get the Unsullied with the baby
Yeah.
fucking dragon? It's like you don't even need a big fucking dragon. Like you have a
Daenerys conquered
dragon.
Arth, Astapor, Marine.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't need a big ass dragon, lady. And she sent her heirs. So come on, like she's depending on you clearly.
Don't goad me, child. I'm girl boss. Be quiet, girl. You just get
Man,
stop it. But we'll see. We'll see. It's just the environment we live in. I mean,
yeah,
women have been subjugated for so long. In a society, you have to overcorrect before you find your place in the middle.
yeah.
But it's tough though with art because I'm just like, as a woman, as a Black woman, I'm just like, it's too much. I don't like it. That isn't that sad to say? Like,
Yeah,
it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean
yeah.
anything to me. You're not empowering me.
Yeah, it's all like fake.
Just
It's like,
pandering.
oh, look how forward thinking we are. It's like, again, I'd love to hear your opinion on this, but it's like, I kind of feel like because they've casted Bela and Rhaenyra as Black, they're like, oh, but we don't need Nettles because we've already got 2 Black girls in the show.
Cody, I said that before they even started shooting this show. As soon as I saw the Valarians were Black, I'm like, ain't no Nettles.
Yeah.
What's the point? You already have Black dragon riders.
Yeah. Damn.
I knew she wasn't going to be in it. I still submitted. I wrote my agent every day. I'm like, so maybe for the show. My agent was like, we're a boutique agency. I don't think we can do, but I'll see what I can do. I submitted myself. They submitted me. And the feedback that I got back was like, they're like, we don't know what you're talking about. There's no Nettles role at all. And I was like,
man.
and I just did because they're not in the know. Because like I said, boutique agency wouldn't know as much as, the big agencies. It just might be they don't have the password. But the fact that there was nothing at all to submit for, it was just me sending them my resume and headshot.
Damn.
It was like, okay.
Yeah, they're not even
like I said,
it.
I was born Nettles. I'll always be Nettles, and I'm here, and we love the books and everything anyways. So
yeah, man, she's such a good character.
I know
her and the dragon and her story
I
and
read
the
her
way
as Black Arya.
Yeah, no, I definitely see that. Yeah, she's
If you wanted comedy, if you wanted like in Game of Thrones, those scenes with Arya and the Hound going through the river and the King's Road were gold.
Imagine her making fun of Daemon, like, oh, you want to be the king? You want to have your pointy chair? Stupid. Like, the 16-year-old girl just belittling him and making him feel like an absolute dumbass. And, like, again, that probably would make him feel all the original feelings that he had for Rhaenyra. So they miss a real opportunity there, man.
But the thing they're going to have to reconcile is the Burn Men, because doesn't it seem like the Burn Men get all of their culture from
Yes, because there's rumored to be this dragon and like an old witch that's up in the cave, way up in the mountains of the Eyrie. They've claimed they've seen the dragon up there, and that's where the burned men are from. You have to get burned by the fucking
dragon.
Yeah.
It's like your bar mitzvah. I mean, your bar mitzvah.
Yeah.
You turn 13,
That's a
Burn
hell of a
people.
bat mitzvah. Go get burned by the dragon, and if you're alive by the time you get back, you're one of us. Shit, that's hardcore.
Like, but thank you guys. Kev, do you want to say anything since
No, y'all been killing it. See, the problem with me is I listen to the book on audio tape at work, so I'm kind of in and out when I was listening to it while working, so I might have skipped a lot of this stuff. But I got the main. I know what happens.
Yeah, the main Justice. By the way, I got him into all of this.
Yeah,
I got
he
him
did.
into Game of Thrones. I got him into the books.
Oh, you didn't get me to Game of Thrones. I was already in.
Are you sure? Dude,
Yeah, I
got
watched
so
it from
many
the
people-
beginning.
a gift?
Oh,
You have to
okay,
get
cool.
Cody a gift, like a T-shirt or something.
Oh, I got him some Nike. I got him Jordans.
Kev, what's
No,
your
he did.
house? If you could be in any house.
Any house?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be a Lannister. He's got all the money.
Always pay your debts, huh?
Yeah.
King Cody, what's your house?
I mean, I have to say Targaryen. My blood runs hot.
Yeah,
My
we like
blood
to
runs
fly.
hot.
Listen,
Yeah, I've got shit to do. Yeah, I
You
don't
gotta
want to
bang one of your family members.
so what?
Well,
If my family member's hot, I gotta do what I gotta do. What else?
yeah, she has big titties. Like, what was I supposed to
What do you want me- what else?
Jiggle jaggle.
Yeah. So what? Yeah, she's my cousin. It's not that weird.
And sex feels different when there's magic involved.
Yeah. Plus, you're doing it to make sure that your kids like can ride dragons. So it's worth it. You know, it's worth it. So, what about you, Miss Nettles? What house would you hail from?
I'm a basic bitch, Starkarian. I'm
Ooh.
Jon Snow. Now I got a wolf
dang.
and a dragon.
I don't do the cold. I don't do the cold.
I don't do the cold either. I'm a Floridian made in Los Angeles, and now I live in Texas. I know nothing about the cold. But in my head, I can be Stark.
yeah, for sure. No, you definitely have a Targaryen fire about you. That's for sure. That's for sure. But that's why you're Nettles. You're a fucking dragon rider. So
Yeah,
it
you
works
gotta
out.
take the good with the bad. That's what life's
Hell
about.
yeah,
The facts of life.
that's
Stark
it.
Stark says Nettles rides a wolf that rides a horse. That rides a dragon.
Hell of a ride.
Get this guy out of here. Wait, someone's birthday? 14th birthday, name day birthdays. What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay.
If it's your birthday, happy birthday.
Happy
That's-
happy name day. But
Happy name
thank you
day.
guys in the chat for being here. Like, oh my god, I would suck all of your dicks if I was a whore. But since I'm not a whore, I have Cersei here. Hi, Cersei. Cersei will suck all of your dicks. Thank you for being here. Girls have dicks too. Everybody gets their dick sucked by Cersei. Happy
Cool.
name day. But no, for real. Thank you, chat, for being here. That's why we do this stuff. For attention. We need people in the chat. So thank you for being here. Thank you to my guests. Thank you for George. Thank you to George. Thank you to everybody. Now these are catching up with me because I'm thinking too many people. But yeah, have a great Thursday.
Bye, everyone.
Peace.
Valar Morghulis.
Valar Morghulis. Valar Aerys.